Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to another Genshin Impact video. In today's video, we're going to be talking about Skip or summon.
I guess it's just that easy!
For Genshin 4.5. As we know, our very anticipated and favorite characters, we have a brand new character who's joining the Genshin Impact cast, and her name is Chiori. She is a Geo 5-star support and sub DPS, but she can definitely be used in not only mono Geo teams, but also with our favorite Geo, Spina d'Ursula, Damoiselle, or should I say, Mademoiselle Navia, who was recently introduced in 4.3. Now, I'm going to be very quick with this, and I'm going to be talking about the pros and cons of all the 5 stars. Itto, Chiori, what's his name? Neuvillette, and Kazuha. Now, here's the thing. Chiori, just get this over and done with. She is going to be stronger than Albedo. Is she going to power creep Albedo? To a certain extent, yes, she is. Now, the thing I have to say mainly about Chiori is that she doesn't need to focus on her normal attacks or her burst. Majority of the time, the damage is going to be from her elemental skill. Yes, I did say it like that. But Albedo, will he be used with her? And can he be used with her? Yes, he can. I mean, she's literally designed to be with the Mono Geo. But can she be used with Navia? Now, she can be used with Navia, but the thing is, she will require the C of the 1. Now, recently, a lot of Fontaine characters have required C1s because that's just the game. We've moved from needing the best in slot weapon to having a constellation in order to get the most potential out of the entire kit. And the character itself, she has a beautiful design, and she reminds me of an Inazuman Yelan. I'm not gonna lie to you. But the thing is, she does have a bit of a downside. When it comes to doing damage, her kit doesn't necessarily benefit normal attacks, but it definitely benefits the elemental skill. The burst is useless, so I wouldn't even dare to ever consider building it or putting any time into it at all. But if you want to have that clean look and design as she poses with her blades, then go for it. But I must say this now. If you do not want to ever consider getting any Mono Geo teams or build anyone who is Geo, such as, Chiori, and you don't have anyone who can genuinely just benefit from it, I suggest you skip. Even though Chiori does look amazing, there are some reasons, and there are also flaws to having certain characters who are a certain element. Now, the pros about Chiori: she will just do more damage than Albedo, but she also will be giving Albedo a brand new 5-star weapon that he can use. If you didn't get the event weapon for Albedo, well, there you are. You got a brand new weapon to use with him. Will she be the strongest Geo character? No, she will not, but she will definitely be one of the most interesting characters in the game who is Geo compared to our boy Arataki Itto. Now, Arataki Itto, as a 5-star, he was the king of Geo. He was the king of doing DPS. Unless you had a DPS Zhongli or like a really well-built Noelle, then yeah, you're gonna expect Arataki Itto to go ahead and be a caveman and club unga bunga like the Flintstones. What can I say? With his noodle arms, he will smash and bash his way through the Geo Bishops as well as any character or enemy in the entire game, as he is the one and only Oni. He is very clum and dumb, but what can I say? He does have Shinobu on his side to help him as he tries to do his best. But you know what? Let's just leave him to his beetle fights. I think he does better doing that than he actually does smacking a club. When it comes to him being a DPS, he has a potential of being really strong, but he does require supports like Goru C6 and other supports like Zhongli. Now, is Zhongli definitely gonna come back? Well, he's an Archon, he always has to come back. But is the man Arataki Itto as strong as he used to be? He could be, really decent when it comes to damage, but he's definitely not like Navia, where she has her incredible front-loaded damage. When I say by front-loaded, she doesn't do consistent damage of 100 to 200,000 damage, or 90Ks or 80Ks consistently. Because Arataki Itto just swings Unga Bunga. Navia has her umbrella and just looks pretty and cute, but does a lot of damage. The reality is, if you want to get Arataki Itto, then go for him. But if you do not have any consideration in getting a demon or the one and only Oni, then do not go for him at all. He is a waste of resources and he's just a lot of investment. For someone as power crept as him, I suggest you skip because he is not worth it at all. Can he be used with Chiori? He most certainly can, but the reality is, do we still want to have relevancy of Arataki Itto in the game as we are so far into the meta of having Hyper Bloom being so superior to every single element or reaction in the entire game? What can I say? It's Genshin Impact. But, you know who else does Hyper Bloom damage and is really strong? I'd probably have to say my boy Neuvillette. Monsieur Neuvillette, the Dragon Sovereign of Hydro. He is superior. What can I say? He is a sustainer and a hyper carry into one. He is very strong. Unlike, other people like Child or Itto, he's quite literally power crept them as a character. As an element, he's just OP. Just chuck on him artifact set, chuck on a Maroshiche Hunter and the Prototype Amber, and you can 36 star the Abyss. I'm not gonna lie to you. You can just get it over and done with. It's pretty straightforward and simple. Now, the cons to Neuvillette is he does benefit more with his C1 and having that extra interruption resistance. That more power does help him out becoming really strong. His weapon is really good, but it isn't necessary. But his C1 is the cherry on the top when you want to get the damage. If you don't want anything else other than that, boom, C1 Neuvillette and you're good to go. Nothing's going to kill you. What can I say? I gotta be honest with Kazuha. He is a very, very strong and very top tier support, but is he a must summon in 2024? Unfortunately, I used to say he is a must summon. Get him now. If you didn't get him, then that's unfortunate. But the reality is, in Genshin right now, 3 years in, we actually have so many 5 stars and so many players who currently own Kazuha that I don't expect his banner sales to be skyrocketing high. I expect more sales to be forward towards Neuvillette. Because Kazuha, everyone has Kazuha. He's had multiple times and multiple reruns. If you lost 50-50 to Dea, then I'm sorry. I really am sorry to hear that. I still haven't got my Dea, if that makes you feel better. But regards to that, Kazuha increases elemental damage, he also shreds elemental resistance, and he just genuinely boosts EM as a whole. He's very strong with a lot of teams, but he is also the #1 user in national teams. What can I say? He is the guy, he is the man to swirl. Unless he doesn't, get mad and pissed off and jump up and down and scream lament and do swirling like that, he just does really cool things. What can I say? He's a cool character, but he is one with the wind. But as a whole, should you skip Kazuha? I personally think you shouldn't skip Kazuha if you genuinely need him. But if you think, could I benefit from him? That's a question you got to ask yourself, because you got to look at your account. But you also got to understand that Kazuha can be used in a lot of teams, but he can also be a little bit of I'm not definitely saying you should skip him, but it's like, do you need him or do you not? What can I say? Only you can answer that question. Again, I hope you enjoyed this video. Please do consider dropping a like, subscribe to the channel if you are new. I hope I've given you all the information you need to make sure you can summon correctly, because we do have the father next patch. She is going to be hot, she is going to be fiery, and she is definitely a badass. What can I say? Alrighty, it's been your boy, and I'll see you guys all in the next one. Peace out.